Hey guys, Fish Reaper Outdoors here. Today I'm going to be tying a craw bugger. It's basically a woolly bugger, but it's a crawfish pattern for smallies and largemouth. Sorry guys. I got a size 4 hook with a 1/4 Superfly red bead, brown marabou, flashabou in pearl, brown chenille, and we need mallard flank in brown. Now to start this fly, I put the bead on. I'm going to use an orange 3/0 3/0 fire orange. Oh, and we're going to use some wacky legs. Mostly I'll use wacky legs for poppers. I figured since it's starting to get in the summer and trout fishing is starting to slow down unless you go to the native streams in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, New York, or all through the Appalachians, you're not going to have very much luck. But if you go for them smallies, them creek smallies, the lake smallies, bass, you'll have a fun time. Now, we're going to add on our thread first, because as I said when I did the egg sucking bunny leash, I like to add the thread on first, because when I put the lead on, it doesn't slip on me. Let me find the tag end. There we are. So when I'm putting on my lead, I like to go from the back of the hook all the way up. So I use a pretty good amount of lead. Just to get it down there. And I like to push it up to get it even. An even amount. And then we'll push that bead head up. Alright. So then we wrap our thread back. Then we grab a decent size, a decent looking piece of marabou. Pull that flank back. Oh, and you would need grizzly hackle as well. I'll show you how I use that. Now then I take it and I straighten out my fibers. See how I stripped off all the fluff, and I just had these nice fibers. And then I take these fibers and I measure the tail, and I make it pretty big, like, because the tail is going to act like claws. So then I tie that on, about like that. And I tie it on pretty tight, and I like to go up, tie the rest of it in to give it a body. And then I clip that off, that in the bin, and then I wrap down. Alright, next we need a piece of Flashaboo pearl. I almost forgot about the Flashaboo. I usually go 2 strands of Flashaboo. 2 or 3 strands of Flashaboo. I clip it. Okay. Then I take it and I do that. That way I have it on both ends already. So then I tie it on one, I have it sideways. So then I grab one end and I tie it on one end. Then I take the other end and I tie it on the other end. And what I like to do is stroke the fibers back, as you can see. Get my scissors, if I can, here they are. Get my scissors, take it about to here. So here's the end of my tail. Here's the end of my tail. I come back about here. Okay, so then the table or whatever. Okay, now we grab a piece of grizzly hackle. Now this grizzly hackle is a dry fly hackle. So down here will be your dry fly. I go all the way up here and I get the biggest feather. Okay? The biggest feather. I strip this fluff off. Okay, as you can see, I strip it. Then what I do is I leave this side alone. This side of the fibers alone. And what I do is I strip one side. Okay? And I'll show you what that does in a minute. So I strip one side. Now I'm going to take it off camera. Alright. Now we tie it on. Clip off a triangle. As you can see, triangle. Yeah, focus triangle. And we tie that on the side. Okay, then we come back. Then we grab our brown chenille. Our brown chenille. Get that green stuff off there. We take a good bit. Clip it. Okay. And strip the fibers. So you get 2 strings. And we tie that on. Tie the hackle on first before you tie on the chenille. Alright. And then we come back to the bead and we wrap our chenille around. To about here. And we come around and we tighten that down on left, right, left, right, left, right. And we clip that tag end off. Alright, then we grab our grizzly hackle, pull out any of the marabou fibers, and as you can see, I keep one side is stripped off. So then we come back around, and as you can see in the camera, it's uniformed. I don't have to strike any fibers back. Then we tie it off. Clip the tag end off. Alright, now, wacky legs. With the wacky legs and duck, we're going to make a skirt like you see on a regular finesse jig or something, like a regular bass jig. So with all these wacky legs, we're going to cut. We're going to use pretty much a good bit. And I already caught smallmouth on the green ones I made. Alright, now we want to take that, see how I have it cut? I want to take it down the middle, make sure they're even. Take it down the middle of the eye and the bead, and then on one side. So then we got it on one side, as you can see. It's on one side, on your side. You can see it. Let me tie that down. Then I grab another clump. And then what I'm going to do differently, instead of I'm going to feed it through the thread. Alright. We got a kind of a little mini rubber leggy skirt. I know, it's looking like a mess. It's looking like a mess, but once I get that duck feather on, it won't look like a mess any much longer. So let's get a nice transition. Alright, now we grab our bag of duck flank, or mallard flank. Alright, and what you want to look for is a good, nice, long piece. I'll show you in a minute if I can find one. Honestly, it's a shot in the dark. Here we go. Want a nice, long piece like that. Strip off the fluff. As you can see right there. Then what you want to do is take it and just get it till you get something like that. Clip your tag in into a triangle like that. Then you want to strike your rubber legs back. I already cut smallmouth on these. take it, tie it in. Now what you want to do is you want to be very careful when you're tying these flanks in. So you want to strike your feathers back and fold them in like I'm doing right here. And you come around without trapping any of your fibers, your wacky legs. Call them wacky legs because they go all over the place. So let's start from the top. And alright, and then we'll take and wrap that around. Alright, then we come in with our thread, we'll hold that tag in, and we'll come in with our thread, put a nice tight rip, put another nice tight rip, and put a couple tight wraps in. And what we'll do is, as you see, I pushed my bead up. Now let me, I forgot to clip that tag in. Okay, and then we come in and we wrap ahead because I pushed all them fibers back with the bead so they're more uniform, and position them wacky legs. So we're going to build a nice head just to hold that bead back. And we're going to whip finish. So. And there's a craw bugger. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye. Also, tomorrow I'm taking a break. Friday morning after I take my aunts, I'm going to the doctor's. I'm going to be taking you guys along to film the stream, and we're going to get a couple stuff. And Friday I'm going to tie a popper, and then Saturday morning we are leaving to go to ride the quads, and we are going to fish this pond that is on this farm that has some good bass in it. So please like and subscribe to the video. Enjoy the video. Thank you. Bye.